Arrest, jail, bail and now resignation.
2 दिन के बाद, आज से 2 दिन के बाद मैं सीएम की कुर्सी से इस्तीफा देने जा रहा हूं।
Kejriwal set to bow out as Chief Minister. BJP calls it admission of guilt.
आज उनका इस्तीफा देने की घोषणा ये मात्र दिखावा है, क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उनको ऑलरेडी मुख्यमंत्री पद से हटा दिया है।
दिल्ली का न्यू चीफ मिनिस्टर कौन? Mega coverage on day's biggest news story.
Very good evening. You're watching India Today. I'm Preeti Chaudhary, and the biggest news story today broke this morning. Arvind Kejriwal was poised to address the Aam Aadmi Party cadre this morning, telling them that he is back and everything is in control. What Arvind Kejriwal did was to tell them that in 48 hours, Arvind Kejriwal will resign from the post of Chief Minister. Who will fill that post in the next 24 hours? We're going to get you a lowdown of that. We also know that Arvind Kejriwal would be leaving the official CM residence in the next 15 days. A lot are going on with that as well. All of it coming together. Political implications. What does it mean where Delhi is concerned? Because viewers, the national capital just 5 months away from elections, and this time Arvind Kejriwal said that I request the election commissioner to hold Delhi elections alongside Maharashtra and Jharkhand in November. What will come down of that? First up, allow me to take you through the headlines. Kejriwal says he will resign in 48 hours. Surprise move 5 months before end to his tenure as Delhi Chief Minister to name new Delhi CM in 2 days.
अगर आप मेरे को वोट देके जिताओगे और अगर आप कहोगे कि केजरीवाल ईमानदार है, तो चुनाव के बाद उसके बाद जाके मैं सीएम की कुर्सी पे बैठूंगा। तब तक मैं सीएम की कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठूंगा।
Political slugfest over Kejriwal's resignation. BJP asks why wait for 48 hours. Congress's Delhi unit says he'll never return as Delhi Chief Minister. Aam Aadmi Party hits back. Prime Minister's big claim during a poll rally in Jharkhand. Modi says population of tribals on decline. Bangladeshis and Rohingyas rising under JMM.
संथाल परगना और कोल्हान में बांग्लादेशी और रोहिंग्या घुसपैठ बहुत बड़ा खतरा है। यहाँ की डेमोग्राफी बहुत तेजी से बदल रही है।
Congress apologizes over roughing up India Today's journalist Rohit Sharma. Overseas chief Sam Pitroda shows action. Union Mantri's big attack on Rahul Gandhi's anti-Sikh remarks. Ravneet Bittu brands Rahul as #1 terrorist, claims Rahul's bid to provoke Sikhs has failed. Congress hits back. Many would suggest it was a surprise gamble. Some would say this is classic Arvind Kejriwal, and a number a little taken aback on the timing of it all. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal this morning announced that he will resign in the next 48 hours, which is on Tuesday. Arvind Kejriwal said he will announce a new Chief Minister for Delhi and sought the Delhi Assembly polls as early as November with Maharashtra and Jharkhand.
2 दिन के बाद, आज से 2 दिन के बाद मैं सीएम की कुर्सी से इस्तीफा देने जा रहा हूं।
A stunner from Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal, merely 5 months before ending his tenure. 2 days after being granted bail in liquor scam, Kejriwal announced his resignation as Chief Minister in next 48 hours, pledging to name his successor in 2 days.
2 दिन के बाद, आज से 2 दिन के बाद मैं सीएम की कुर्सी से इस्तीफा देने जा रहा हूं और मैं तब तक सीएम की कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठूंगा जब तक जनता अपना फैसला ना सुना दे। अगर आप मेरे को वोट देके जिताओगे और अगर आप कहोगे कि केजरीवाल ईमानदार है, तो चुनाव के बाद उसके बाद जाके मैं सीएम की कुर्सी पे बैठूंगा, तब तक मैं सीएम की कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठूंगा। इनको यह लग रहा था केजरीवाल को जेल भेज देंगे तो दिल्ली में इनकी पार्टी टूट जाएगी, दिल्ली में बीजेपी की सरकार बना लेंगे। इनको लग रहा था पंजाब की सरकार तोड़ के पंजाब में हम अपनी सरकार बना लेंगे, इनके एमएलए तोड़ लेंगे। लेकिन हमारी पार्टी नहीं टूटी, हमारे एमएलए नहीं टूटे, हमारे एमएलए तो छोड़ो, कार्यकर्ता भी नहीं टूटे।
Kejriwal demanded that the elections in the national capital, scheduled for February 2025, should be held in November, along with Maharashtra polls.
फरवरी में चुनाव है। आज इस मंच से मैं मांग करता हूं कि ये चुनाव नवंबर में कराए जाएं, महाराष्ट्र के साथ कराए जाएं। जब तक चुनाव नहीं होते, तब तक मेरी जगह आम आदमी पार्टी से कोई और मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा।
Kejriwal also alleged that Supreme Court imposed bail condition could not stop him from making any move, despite conspiracy by the centre.
ये कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कुछ कंडीशंस लगाई हैं, काम नहीं कर पाएंगे। पिछले 10 साल में इन लोगों ने कंडीशन लगाने में कोई कसर छोड़ी थी, पर आपके काम बंद नहीं होने दिए मैंने। ये कंडीशन हमारे लिए कोई वो नहीं रखती, कोई हमारे लिए अड़चन पैदा नहीं करती ये कंडीशन। इन कंडीशन को भी देख लेंगे।
The question now arises as to what next for Delhi government. Delhi ministers Atishi, Kailash Gehlot, Saurabh Bhardwaj and Gopal Rai are said to be the top contenders for the race for the next chief minister of Delhi. Government sources called Kejriwal's resignation as long overdue and that he should quit when he got arrested in liquor scam. In 2013, Kejriwal had resigned as chief minister, only 49 days into his tenure after difference with ally Congress.
Now it is to be seen as to who becomes the next chief minister of Delhi, whether it will be someone from the present cabinet or will it be someone new, a new face which will be taking charge of the CM's office, or will Atishi emerge as the front runner for the Chief Minister's office in Delhi? With video journalist Ankit Singh, this is Amit Bhardwaj reporting for India Today from Delhi.
So why has this resignation come at the timing that it has? He's just walked out of prison. Many would think that he'd be taking stock of the situation as the chief minister and charging into an election, which is already what the Aam Aadmi Party is fighting, Haryana election and then 5 months from now, Delhi elections. So what were the reasons for this sudden istifa, resignation? I want to quickly cut across to Priyanka, who is joining us from the studio, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. Priyanka, what are the reasons that suddenly Arvind Kejriwal decided he wanted to call it quits? Kab se istifa ki maang ho rahi thi? Since when was the resignation being asked for?
Preeti ji, good evening to you and all your viewers. Preeti ji, previously you'll recall that BJP tried all its tactics in the book to crush the Aam Aadmi government. They tried the ED CBI, they tried the Operation Lotus, they tried even stealing votes. When none of that failed, they ensured that Arvind Kejriwal ji was in the so-called liquor scam. He was behind bars in a draconian provision where bail was very tough to obtain. Now, what had happened is that at that time, had he resigned, that would be falling into BJP's trap. That is what they wanted. They wanted to crush the Aam Aadmi Party. That is what the entire agenda of the BJP has been since Aam Aadmi Party came to power.
But you're doing exactly that.
No, and now he's come out and now he said that, like when Lord Ram came after a Vanvas and Sita ji had to give an Agni Pariksha, it's something similar. It's very similar. Because, you see, what has happened is, despite the fact that the court has said that the ED has behaved like, the CBI has behaved like a caged parrot, despite the fact that the ED court has said there is not an iota of evidence against Arvind Kejriwal ji and it appears that the ED is not acting without bias. Such strong statements, yet after 2 years, the trial hadn't started.
Priyanka, before I go across to the other guests, that whole speech today, many would say there was a lot of grandstanding, and at this point of time, comparing yourself to Lord Ram, Manish Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal, comparing both of them to Batukeshwar Dutt as well as Bhagat Singh, doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense? They have.
You think Arvind Kejriwal's Lord Ram?
Well, he's brought in Ram Rajya in Delhi, whether it is free education, whether it is free water, whether it is free Mahilaon ko bus yatra, whether it's free Buzurgo ko Tirth yatra. We have constantly made schemes which uplift the citizens. That is why we also have the highest per capita income in Delhi. That shows the economic sense of Arvind Kejriwal ji. It shows the financial sense of Arvind Kejriwal ji. There is no other BJP state which can claim
All
to
right,
have
so
it.
political posturing, but many thought that was absurd to equate yourself with Bhagat Singh and Lord Ram. But having said that, let's cut across to our other guests and we'll come back to you, Priyanka Kakkar, Rajdeep Sardesai, consulting editor, India Today TV, joining us, Javed Ansari, senior journalist, Amitabh Tiwari, political strategist, commentator, Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson, BJP. Will also be joined shortly by Sanjay Singh. Rajdeep, coming to you first. Okay, he is not with us. He's going to be with us in just a short while. Javed Ansari, hark back to 2013. This looks exactly like that, where Arvind Kejriwal came, put in his resignation and said we are going back to the people. This time around, Javed, the bigger burden is the taint of corruption, because in 2015, Arvind Kejriwal was seen as, an anti-corruption crusader, and here, it's come full circle for him.
Well, it has, and it's an audacious attempt at trying to turn an adversity into an opportunity. If he had continued in office, he would have been subjected to tremendous amount of daily attacks from the opposition, on charges of corruption. Now that he has decided that he will abdicate, he will hit the streets, there'll be somebody else as chief minister. As it is, even if he continues as CM, he would be hamstrung. The Supreme Court has imposed restrictions. He couldn't sign files. He can't visit the secretariat. So for all practical purposes, he'd be a lame-duck chief minister. That's why he's removed himself. He'll hit the streets. That's what he's best at. Haryana is just a sideshow. The main target, the main aim is Delhi elections.
All right, the main aim is...
has to at all costs win back Delhi. And for that, this is a gamble with Delhi elections in mind.
Many say personalizing elections is a huge risk, but most political leaders with a decent amount of clout have always done it. I want to just bring in Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson, BJP. Tuhin Sinha, many would say, why is this getting under the BJP skin? This is what you wanted all along. He's quit. What's the big deal? This is exactly what you wanted. You should be basking in glory and said we asked for istifa, resignation. It's happened.
Well, good evening, Preeti. Good evening, everybody. Preeti, going strictly by the Supreme Court order of last Friday, Arvind Kejriwal is an incapacitated CM. He's a defunct CM. He's a persona non grata. And a, unacceptable CM, a defunct CM quitting does not make any difference. The time for him to quit was March 2024 when he got arrested. And, at this point of time, when he stands anyway incapacitated, it does not make any difference. Again, look at the way he's trying to, abuse the court order when he says that इस बार अगर आप वोट दोगे तो मैं जीत कर आऊंगा सीएम बनने के लिए. The court order stands irrespective of the election result. In fact, during the Lok Sabha elections also, he had equally misled the people when he said, if you vote for us in large numbers, I will not have to go back to the jail. So he continues to abuse the court order. And point number 3, for a party like Aam Aadmi Party, which has an alliance with Lalu Yadav, a convicted criminal, do they have any moral right to talk about corruption? Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Tuhin Sinha, that's not where you really want to go in. You don't want to enter that territory right now. It's a tad bit rich. It is a tad bit rich from the state where you itself come from. Just look on your left on who you've aligned with in Maharashtra. So let's steer clear.
No, nobody's
like I said, those who live in glass houses should avoid throwing thrones at others.
Equivalence, have we aligned with a convicted criminal? I specifically mentioned Lalu Yadav. I'm not even mentioning the other cases which are going on.
All I'm just saying is,
my main point remains, what difference does it make if an incapacitated CM resigns? Unless, it's another episode of a reality show which Aam Aadmi Party is.
All right, okay. I'm gonna come right back, to Tuhin Sinha. Priyanka Kakkar wants to come in, but bringing in Amitabh Tiwari. Amitabh Tiwari, huge political gamble. 5 months before elections, Arvind Kejriwal going back to what he thinks works best for him. Empathy, sympathy to the public, giving up the chair, of which he had been asked for over a year to vacate, doing it on his terms. Do you think this will help in Delhi elections, especially because there is an ongoing Haryana election, but the AAP is a fringe player in all of that? All of this is an eye on Delhi. Lok Sabha, the reason with which Aam Aadmi Party went to the voters was jail ka jawab vote se. The voters said nothing doing in Lok Sabha. All 7 went to the BJP. Will things be different? Or could things be different?
See, he's a very smart politician and he clearly recognizes the fact that there has been some sort of a dent in the image of Aam Aadmi Party and this image of a party with a difference. Because that was visible in the Lok Sabha elections. At the peak of elections, when he was out on bail, the party could not get sympathy vote and did not win any seat. And Delhi is the Karm Bhumi of Aam Aadmi Party. So here they have to win at any cost. 10 years is a long enough period to develop any sort of a natural anti-incumbency. The party, since it has been born out of a public movement, also thrives on confrontation. Correct. So what he realizes is that this battle is in a public court and in judiciary. Judiciary will take a long time. It's an arduous process. There will be ups and downs. So he wants to send the message that if Aam Aadmi Party wins, he has got the public approval. So whatever happens in the courts, he has sought the public approval. And in 2022 municipal elections also, if you see the vote share, the Aam Aadmi Party's vote share had declined compared to the Vidhan Sabha elections, 11 to 12%. So there has been some erosion of vote already, and he wants to get this vote share back, because this election could be a close election. The alliance with Congress continues or not. Congress is again, and leaders like Sandeep Dixit are adopting a very aggressive approach. And if with Congress reviving its fortunes, it could lead to Aam Aadmi Party's vote share.
And the possibility of early elections could also not augur very well for the Congress, which was hoping to buy maybe just about enough time to... Javed, you want to make a point quickly?
Election doesn't arise. For that he has to quit. And he hasn't quit. The election schedule has already been announced till November. And the reason he hasn't quit, he hasn't dissolved the assembly is because that would mean playing into the hands of the LG. And LG, the EC will not call early elections. And for 6 months, you will have the BJP ruling Delhi through the governor. And he doesn't want to hand it on a platter. That's the reason. So I don't think early elections in Delhi are happening. Even if Arvind tomorrow decides to dissolve the Delhi assembly, that will not happen. Is unlikely to happen. Unlikely
to happen. In all probability, we are looking at a February election because there is going to be, viewers, a caretaker chief minister, because Priyanka Kakkad, it seems that the Aam Aadmi Party wants its cake and eat it too. You want to grandstand and resign as chief minister, yet you want a caretaker chief minister and not dissolve the assembly. You don't want to take that risk.
Chit bhi meri, pat bhi meri, that is what it seems like.
So it's politics, you agree?
No, I don't. Now see, what is happening is, for example, Tuhin ji, not only he did not mention about Geeta Koda, but he also misquoted the Supreme Court or the bail conditions imposed by the Supreme Court in the order. The order very categorically says, and Tuhin ji, I'm sure he knows and misquoting intentionally, it very categorically says that there is no bar on the CM signing any files. Let me also say this with full responsibility, that the CM holds no portfolio. It's a UT structure. The portfolios are held by ministers. Ministers sign files. The CM only signs the files which are sent to the LG. And this has been permitted in the previous order when the bail was granted to the Honorable CM, and it is permitted in this order as well. So this is a dush prachar that the BJP is constantly doing, ki wo file sign nahi kar sakte the, isliye resign kar diya. It is incorrect. He is absolutely not incapacitated like Tuhinji meant to make it out. But that is what I wanted to bring on record.
All right. So, but ultimately, Priyanka Kakkad, the fact is that the Aam Aadmi Party right now is at its weakest link, if you look at it. And why I'll say it is, number one, losing 7 seats when you go with the banner of jail ka jawab vote se. आपको जवाब मिल गया, सातों की सातों सीट जो अलायंस के साथ आपने लड़ी थी, you fought in an alliance, you got a duck in that, right? You have a government right now in Punjab, yet the Congress does better than you in Lok Sabha elections. You have defections galore right from the MCD, right to your cabinet ministers who have either left or have some, like Mr. Gautam, gone to the Congress party. You have Rajya Sabha MPs who have not said a word when the top leadership was in jail. This all in the backdrop of a party which came on the, which built its bones or, on the basis of being anti-graft, today is facing the biggest challenge when corruption is concerned. Therefore, you needed to do something, and this was the only way out.
No, I think what has happened with Arvind Kejriwalji's case, it is everyone has understood what PMLA provisions are. Everyone has understood how difficult it was to get bail under the Section 45 provision of PMLA Act. Everyone has understood that the ED court has categorically held that there is not an evidence against Arvind Kejriwalji. Everyone has understood that the Supreme Court called the CBI a caged parrot. I think that is very clear. Nobody thinks he is corrupt except the BJP, whom we don't want a certificate from about Arvind Kejriwalji's Kattar Imandari. There is no doubt in my head. Now, what has happened is one thing you have to understand. An honest person, when he doesn't make money, when he's only worked for the betterment of the country, what does he have to himself? He has his name, he has the respect that he has earned. That is what the BJP constantly tried to malign. That is what they have done. Court mein to case chalega abhi 10-20 saal. So, this is why we are going to the Janta, because the Janta knows what the Supreme Court said.
I want to bring in Rajdeep Sardesai, but Tuhin Sinha, you want to make a point. But Tuhin Sinha, I'll quote what Priyanka Thakkar said, Chit bhi meri, pat bhi meri. When Arvind Kejriwal, gets bail, you say that it is only bail that, and you're right in saying that. This is not an acquittal. When he is in jail, you say we have nothing to do with it because this is the due process of law, and if he is guilty, then he will pay the price. He has still not been convicted, Tuhin Sinha.
No, but the same Supreme Court refused to entertain his plea challenging the legality of the arrest.
But they challenged the morality of it.
Please don't barge in. So this is a procedural
This is again misquoting.
like Priyanka ji was mentioning, since the trial is expected to run for a long period of time, a procedural bail in any heinous crime. Forget,
this is not a procedural bail.
Corruption. Even in heinous crimes, you get a procedural bail.
This is not a procedural bail.
This is under PMLA. Tuhin Sinha, this is under PMLA. Let's get our perspective right.
Let me state this on record that the only time the plea to challenge the arrest was heard, that was on April 10th, when the High Court categorically said that Arvind Kejriwal is allegedly guilty on 2 counts.
And the Supreme Court said that the High Court misdirected itself.
One in his, this is not the way to barge in.
Make your point, Mr. Sinha. Make your point.
One, in his personal capacity, when it comes to taking kickbacks, and the two, as national convener of Aam Aadmi Party, whereby 45 crore worth of kickbacks was spent in the Goa elections, as corroborated by one of the accused. So these were the reasons for denying.
Tuhin Sinha, as alleged, number one, number two, just 2 points, and I'm going to bring in Rajdeep Sardesai. Just 2 points, sir. The court is right when they said that this is not illegal because under the due purview of the law in PMLA, this is legal. The arrest is legal. The court didn't question legality. The court, Tuhin Sinha, questioned the morality of this arrest, where they practically questioned the CBI calling it an caged parrot.
No, it did not call it a
It says uncaged. You should not have the perception.
It was not a concurrent observation, and unless it is a concurrent observation, it will be construed as a personal observation of one of the two judges.
Tuhin Sinha, okay. All right, okay, we're going to come right back. Let me bring in Rajdeep Sardesai and let's broaden our debate with what we are talking of. Rajdeep Sardesai has a smile on his face. Rajdeep, what we were wondering was, hark back all the way to 2015 when Arvind Kejriwal had also quit. I'll need to come back. But what do you make of this move, Rajdeep? Smart, back to the wall?
There are two ways to look at what Arvind Kejriwal has done. One is to see this as a leader making a virtue out of a necessity. It was obvious that Arvind Kejriwal, out of prison, but was seen to be a relatively lame duck chief minister, and therefore you could argue that he's made a virtue out of necessity by deciding to resign. The second way to look at it is that it is an astute, politically strategic move, given that the Delhi elections are less than 6 months away. It gives him an opportunity to go to the people, try and wear the halo of martyrdom, try and garner some kind of sympathy. You mentioned 2014 when he resigned, you will recall, at that time, soon after he became chief minister for the first time. That was a very different period. Arvind Kejriwal was still the fresh-faced warrior against corruption. That image has certainly taken a dent. We can we can cherry pick what one judge said and what the other judge said. It was a split verdict on the role of the CBI and the arrest. But the fact is that you could argue that Arvind Kejriwal and indeed the image of Aam Aadmi Party as a crusader against corruption has taken a dent. What, however, Arvind Kejriwal still has an opportunity for is to go back to the basics. You see, politics does give you second chances if you tend to use them well. You could argue Mr. Kejriwal has had more than one chance, but I do believe that Arvind Kejriwal's only hope now, and this is really, I do believe, a do and die battle for him for Delhi, is to go back to his Aam Aadmi image, not just by resigning. You could argue he could have even resigned earlier, but not just by resigning. He will have to vacate his official bungalow.
He's decided to do that, Rajdeep.
He's expected to do that since, there has been so much of criticism by his political rivals of why he needed to live in such a large bungalow. He will have to do that. He will have to go back to the people. And he will have to pick a narrative that goes just beyond anti-corruption. He will have to now show that he has still got a plan in place which is superior to that of his opponents. And if there is one advantage that he does have, is that the fact is both the BJP and the Congress in Delhi lack an effective leadership. Both these parties over the last decade have shown up when it comes to Vidhan Sabha elections, their inability to convert their leadership's equity into votes. Please appreciate, this is the one state where Narendra Modi also, despite winning Lok Sabha, sweeping Lok Sabha both in 2014, 19, 24, has not been able to convert his political equity into votes when it comes to Vidhan Sabha. So Arvind Kejriwal will hope to therefore make the election about himself. True. And say, do you want me or do you want the others whom you don't fully trust yet? So I think he's taken a gamble. He's taken a risk.
Right.
He has been a risk taker. And I think he had absolutely no choice but to do so. And maybe
Rajdeep,
he could have done it on the very first
personalizing an
day.
election at a time when you are running high anti-incumbency, where you have charges of graft, when you've been seen as an anti-graft crusader, where you have your party, which, Priyanka Kakkar might not agree, but fraying at the edges in terms of what's going on in Punjab. We've seen the kind of defections that have happened in Delhi as well. There is talk whether, there is grooming of a second layer of leadership. All of that coming in, and then to try and focus it all on yourself and make the question not about anti-incumbency, but should Arvind Kejriwal be the chief minister again, could also backfire.
No, look, it could go either way. But when you are pushed to a corner as Mr. Kejriwal is, you have very few options left. I think the key, Preeti, a very important element will be the role the Congress plays in the next 6 months. You see, the Congress, a section of it in Delhi sees an opportunity that a weakened Kejriwal could mean that some of the Congress's vote that drifted away from the Congress among poorer communities, among Dalits, among Muslims, could return back to the party as we saw in some parts of the country during the Lok Sabha.
But the Congress won't... The Congress won't... Rajdeep, will you stay on with me? And you're welcome to take a question as well. Joining us right now is Sanjay Singh from the Aam Aadmi Party. संजय जी, बहुत शुक्रिया कि आप हमसे जुड़े. प्रीति चौधरी, मेरे साथ राजदीप भी हैं. सर, बड़ा सवाल तो यही, ऐसा क्या हुआ कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को
और राजदीप को, आपको दोनों को
नमस्कार सर. सवाल ये है संजय जी, ऐसा क्या हुआ कि इस्तीफा देना पड़ा? आज अनाउंसमेंट करी और जो 17 सितंबर है, परसों इस्तीफा देंगे. मोदी जी का जो बर्थडे है वो भी खराब करेंगे.
देखिए, ऐसा है कि मोदी जी ने हमारी पार्टी को खराब करने की पूरी योजना बनाई. गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी ने साजिश करके दिल्ली के अंदर तोड़फोड़ की जो राजनीति दूसरे राज्यों में उन्होंने की, वो यहां प्रयोग करना चाहते थे. तो इसलिए अब अरविंद केजरीवाल, जिन्होंने ईमानदारी से दिल्ली की सेवा की, और मैं प्रमाण के साथ कह रहा हूं, ऐसे नहीं, एक ऐसी सरकार केजरीवाल जी की जिसने बिजली फ्री दिया, पानी फ्री दिया, शिक्षा फ्री दिया, इलाज फ्री दिया, बुजुर्गों की तीर्थ यात्रा कराई, माताओं बहनों के लिए बस की यात्रा फ्री की, बावजूद इसके मुनाफे का बजट दिया. एक सरकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरे देश में बता दीजिए जिसने इतना काम जनता के हक में किया हो और मुनाफे का बजट दिया हो. कहीं इनका पुल गिर जाता है, कहीं एक्सप्रेस वे टूट जाता है, कहीं छत्रपति शिवाजी की मूर्ति टूट जाती है, कहीं प्रभु श्री राम के मंदिर के गर्भगृह में पानी गिरने लगता है। भ्रष्टाचार का कीर्तिमान स्थापित करने का काम बीजेपी ने किया और एक सच्चे और ईमानदार नेता जिसने इनकम टैक्स कमिश्नर की नौकरी छोड़ी, जिसने 49 दिन के मुख्यमंत्री के पद को लात मारा, जिस आदमी ने ईमानदारी से दिल्ली की सेवा की, आप साजिश करके उसको जेल में डाल रहे हैं, उनकी पार्टी को खत्म करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, अरविंद केजरीवाल की राजनीति को खत्म करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
पर
और
संजय
एक
जी,
बात और मैं आप स्पष्ट कर दूं,
संजय जी बहुत ये भी
भारत
जी बोलिए संजय जी।
तो मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि आपने वो साजिश जो आपने महाराष्ट्र में की, सरकार गिराने और पार्टियों को तोड़ने की, जो मोदी अमित शाह ने उत्तराखंड में की, अरुणाचल में की, मध्य प्रदेश में की, कर्नाटक में की, गोवा में की, खरीद फरोख्त की जो मंडी लगाई वहां पर, वही प्रयोग ये दिल्ली में करना चाहते थे, लेकिन अपने जज्बे और हौसले से,
पर संजय जी
ईमानदारी
बात ये भी है ना कि बहुत कह रहे हैं कि कोई ऑप्शन नहीं था,
दिल्ली में नाकाम
वक्त आ गया था कि या इस तरफ या उस तरफ।
आज मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूं
जी।
प्रीति जी, अरविंद केजरीवाल वो नेता है देश के जिन्होंने 9 दिन तक अपने मंत्रियों के साथ एलजी के घर पे धरना देके दिल्ली के लोगों का काम कराया। इसलिए कोई ऑप्शन नहीं था या कोई अड़चन था, ये सब तो बेबुनियाद निराधार बातें हैं। कोई ऐसी अड़चन सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश में नहीं थी कि जिससे वो कोई जरूरी फाइल पे साइन नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन आज उन्होंने फैसला लिया है, हम जनता की अदालत में जाएंगे और प्रचंड बहुमत से दिल्ली की जनता उनको फिर से जैसे 62 और 67 सीटें देके उनको विधानसभा में भेजा था दिल्ली की जनता ने, वैसे ही उनकी ईमानदारी पे मोहर लगा के विधानसभा में भेजेगी।
संजय जी,
और आज भारत की
ईमानदार, संजय जी एक मिनट,
बार ऐसा हुआ है।
संजय जी, आपने शब्द ईमानदार शब्द करीब 4 या 5 बार इस्तेमाल किया है। सवाल ये उठता है, ये शब्द जब आप एंटी करप्शन, आपका इंडिया अगेंस्ट करप्शन था, आपको कई लोगों ने समर्थन दिया, लेकिन क्या आप मानते हैं आज की तारीख में, जबकि आपके कई नेता जेल जा चुके हैं, बेल पर बाहर आते हैं, तो एक परसेप्शन तो बनता है ना कि पार्टी जो अपने आप को कट्टर ईमानदार कह रही थी, क्या आपको एक बार फिर प्रूव करना पड़ेगा, जनता को दिखाना पड़ेगा, कोर्ट को दिखाना पड़ेगा, जनता को दिखाना पड़ेगा कि वाकई ये एक साजिश है? क्योंकि अगर आप नहीं दिखा पाएंगे तो परसेप्शन तो बन ही चुका है, बीजेपी ने ये बनाया है, जो कार्रवाई हुई है उसके बाद तो परसेप्शन तो बना है कि भ्रष्टाचार कहीं ना कहीं आम आदमी पार्टी में भी है।
मैं आपकी बात का जवाब दूंगा। बहुत अच्छा सवाल आपने पूछा। आपने खुद कहा परसेप्शन बनाने की कोशिश की गई। कट्टर ईमानदार थे, कट्टर ईमानदार हैं और कट्टर ईमानदार रहेंगे, और इसका एक नहीं 1000 प्रमाण है। आप बताइए कि कौन सी सरकार है जो बिजली फ्री, पानी फ्री, शिक्षा फ्री, इलाज फ्री देने के बावजूद मुनाफे का बजट देती है?
लेकिन कितनी सरकारें हैं जिनके कितने मंत्री अब जेल जा चुके हैं?
भारत के प्रधानमंत्री को
कितने सरकारें हैं जितने उप मुख्यमंत्री जेल जाते हैं, मुख्यमंत्री जेल जाते हैं, सत्येंद्र जैन अभी भी जेल में है? क्या ये भी एक सच्चाई है?
लगा के तो आपको भी जेल में भेज सकते हैं राजदीप जी। फर्जी मुकदमा लगा के तो आपको भी जेल में भेज सकते हैं। फर्जी मुकदमा लगा के तो किसी को भी जेल में भेज सकते हैं। अगर उद्देश्य फर्जी मुकदमा लगा के जेल भेजने का है तो किसी को भी भेज सकते हैं। आप बताइए मनीष सिसोदिया के घर से क्या निकला, कितने रुपए की बरामदगी हुई, कौन सी संपत्ति मिली? आप बताइए अरविंद केजरीवाल के घर से क्या रुपए बरामद हुए, कितनी संपत्ति उनकी निकली? आप बताइए ना कौन सा गहना सोना उनको मिल गया? तो आप झूठ मूठ का एक झूठ का पहाड़ खड़ा करके झूठा मुकदमा लिख के किसी को भी जेल में डाल सकते हैं।
संजय जी आखिरी 2 सवाल करेंगे, हमें पता है आपको कहीं पर जाना है, अगर ये राजनीति नहीं है संजय जी तो फिर आपने विधानसभा क्यों नहीं भंग की? क्या मतलब है केयरटेकर सीएम का?
मैं पूरी बात का जवाब दे दूं राजदीप जी के।
जी,
मैं इसलिए कह रहा था कि हमारी ईमानदारी का प्रमाण पत्र हमारे काम है। दिल्ली का एजुकेशन सिस्टम केजरीवाल जी ने ऐसा बनाया कि अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप की पत्नी हिंदुस्तान आई तो उसने कहा हमें केजरीवाल जी का स्कूल देखना है। यह काम हमने करके दिखाया। कोफी अन्नान जी ने यहां के मोहल्ला क्लिनिक पे मोहर लगाई थी और उसकी तारीफ की थी। आज पूरी दुनिया में दिल्ली के एजुकेशन और हेल्थ मॉडल की चर्चा हो रही है। यही बीजेपी के लिए परेशानी थी। 27 साल के बाद कैंट का स्कूल भारत के प्रधानमंत्री को अहमदाबाद में बनाना पड़ता है गुजरात चुनाव के दौरान कि अपनी फोटो खिंचवा ले। एक स्कूल गुजरात में नहीं बना सके जहां प्रधानमंत्री अपनी फोटो करवा सके।
तो वही संजय जी, इतना कॉन्फिडेंस अगर था
कि जो हालत इस देश
तो फिर विधानसभा भंग कर देते।
देखिए ऐसा है, आप भी जानती हैं, राजदीप जी इतने सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट हैं, वो भी जानते हैं, जिस पार्टी का लोकतंत्र और संविधान में कोई भरोसा नहीं है, अगर यहां पे राष्ट्रपति शासन लगा देते, ये 5 साल चुनाव नहीं कराते, 5 साल चुनाव नहीं कराते। सुप्रीम कोर्ट के कहने पे बड़े मुश्किल से जम्मू कश्मीर में चुनाव करा रही है। इसलिए हमारे पास स्पष्ट बहुमत है, स्पष्ट बहुमत नहीं, प्रचंड बहुमत है। तो इसलिए अरविंद केजरीवाल ने इनके सारे मंसूबों को अपने इस फैसले से कुचल के रख दिया है। ये चाहते थे ऐसी ही गिरफ्तारी ममता बनर्जी की करो, इस्तीफा लो, बीजेएन की करो, इस्तीफा लो, भगवंत मान की करो, इस्तीफा लो, स्टालिन की करो, इस्तीफा लो। ये पूरे देश में यही प्रयोग करना चाहते थे, जिसको अरविंद केजरीवाल ने विफल किया। और आज इस्तीफा वो बाहर आके निकल के देने का फैसला लिया उन्होंने कि अब हम जनता की अदालत में जाएंगे और उनसे हम कह रहे हैं कि आप बताओ भारत के प्रधानमंत्री और अमित शाह को और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को, आप जवाब दो दिल्ली के महान लोगों कि आपका नेता, आपका बेटा ईमानदार है या गुनहगार है।
चलिए संजय जी, जाते आपको कहीं जाना है, बस एक आखिरी सवाल करूंगी, रेस में आप हैं कि नहीं? 48 घंटे में आपका नाम आ सकता है कि नहीं आ सकता है?
देखिए, आज ही सभा में बहुत साफ तौर पे मुख्यमंत्री जी ने, केजरीवाल जी ने कहा है कि विधायक दल की मीटिंग में फैसला होगा अगला मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा।
तो आप बनने के लिए तैयार हैं संजय जी?
आप क्यों अनावश्यक लोगों के दिमाग में कंफ्यूजन पैदा कर रही हैं? मैं सिर्फ इतना कह रहा हूं, मैं पार्टी का अनुशासित सिपाही हूं, जो पार्टी का आधिकारिक बयान है मैं उतना ही बोल सकता हूं। केजरीवाल जी ने कहा है विधायक दल की मीटिंग में फैसला होगा, तो परसों तक इंतजार कर लीजिए।
संजय जी बहुत शुक्रिया, आप हमसे जुड़े, आपको कहीं जाना था, आपने वक्त निकाला, शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया, हम आपसे जुड़े। Rajdeep, coming back to our guests here, Tuhin Sinha, to bring you in and then we'll cut across back, to all our guests. The fact is, it is getting under the BJP skin in terms of the manner of which this resignation has come. Correct or not, Tuhin Sinha?
जिस तरह से संजय सिंह जी बात कर रहे थे, मुझे लग रहा था राजदीप जी को उन्होंने धमकी दी है कि आपको भी अरेस्ट हो सकता है, भगवंत मान की सरकार उनको अरेस्ट कर सकती है, मोदी जी की सरकार नहीं करेगी, उनको भी पता है। तो मुझे लगता है बातों बातों में उन्होंने एक धमकी भी दे दी। See, the point is they have been insisting that he's not a defunct chief minister. I can read out specifically that specific rule which is meant for signing of files. He's not allowed to sign, Arvind Kejriwal is not allowed to sign official files unless it is required and necessary for obtaining clearance approval of the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi.
But,
so those are the only files, but largely...
But Tuhin Sinha, for a chief minister who holds no portfolios, of Delhi, the chief minister who holds no portfolios of Delhi, most of the files that Arvind Kejriwal signs only go to the Lieutenant Governor.
First of all, then which portfolio does he hold? He has been an escapist chief minister who did not hold any portfolio, and yet from behind the scenes he would control all the ministry. He would, look at all the kickbacks. He would monitor all the kickbacks. He would be involved with all the, the new excise policy, in which capacity, probably he was handling all portfolios without having officially even one portfolio, which was a very clever act of chicanery to avoid getting caught.
All right, let's go back to, let's just go back to our guest, and Javed Ansari, to bring you in, especially because in all of this, our viewers, must see the panelists. We don't have a Congress guest today. The Congress, fairly surprised itself, really didn't want to come in and officially comment. And Javed Ansari, you don't quite blame them, because Delhi was where they were also hoping for a revival in months to come, by February when the elections come in. And Arvind Kejriwal has seemingly caught everybody by surprise, including the Congress.
Preeti, before I answer this, I hope you haven't brought me in as a substitute for the Congress.
Not at all, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you for clarifying that. Yes, he has, and all credit to him. I'm a bit surprised by the Congress party stand, because let's replay the images of the day when Mr. Kejriwal was arrested. Congress leaders, the then PCC President Mr. Lovely and Mr. Dixit, they were amongst the first to reach there. And they've said, this is an illegal arrest, this is political vendetta, we've come here in support of our ally. Today, there's another position they are taking. So he's not just stumped the BJP, he's also stumped the Congress party. And it's clear that the local unit of the Congress party is not in favor of election. They believe that the AAP is on a downswing, and it's for the Congress party to make gains. But this decision will not be taken by what the PCC chiefs or the PCC leaders think or believe. This is a decision will be taken at the highest level, and we'll have to wait and see for that. But for now, yes, I agree with you that the Congress party seems as surprised and stumped as Mr. Tuhin Sinha's party.
Amitabh Tiwari, to bring you in again, and we'll cut across back to Rajdeep. Arvind Kejriwal coming in right now, giving in his resignation. How much of an impact do you see happen in a state like Haryana, where the AAP is no more than just a fringe player? This would possibly be for Delhi and possibly look to rewrite what all has gone wrong ever since the Lok Sabha elections mandate.
Yeah, so this is largely the impact will be restricted to Delhi. I don't think Haryana, the party is ready. Maybe in a few seats it has some candidates or rebel candidates might have joined. Because see, for any state election to do well, you've seen that Arvind Kejriwal relentlessly used to campaign for 6 to 9 months to take its guarantees across the voters. So that is not likely to happen in Haryana. Delhi is the core, and Congress will obviously try to still seek an alliance, a section of the Congress party, because Aam Aadmi party has grown at the expense of Congress. See, for opposition, there is a cardinal rule that you should not demand anything from the government which it can easily do. So the BJP was demanding resignation and Kejriwal has resigned. So now they have to change strategy, change tack, change the narrative. And that is what this entire episode has done.
Well, he has done a Joe Biden on them. Preeti?
Right.
I think he's done a Joe Biden on the BJP.
You know, Javed, it might be a little too early, but yes, this is something which is classic Arvind Kejriwal. You could only expect him to pull out something like that, Rajdeep. And now, in 48 hours, and look at him, Rajdeep, because he's very smart. He came in briefly during the Lok Sabha elections and he planted the seed of doubt where the UP voter was concerned, where he named Yogi Adityanath not doing too well with the central leadership. He's coming in right now today. He said he's going to resign. And he's given the date of 17th September, and that actually happens to be the Prime Minister's birthday.
No, all that is true, Preeti, but the lines in politics between being clever and being too clever by half can often be thin. Arvind Kejriwal is an astute politician. I think you have to, hand it to him at one level for having emerged out of virtually nowhere to be in power in a couple of states. That hasn't happened in a very long time in Indian politics. So as a startup story, he's been a remarkable success, you could argue, in his achievements. But there also comes a time when you've got to go back and course correct. And the time has come for Arvind Kejriwal to try and do it now. Because whatever Sanjay Singh says, whatever Priyanka Kakkar and others say, the AAP's image has taken a beating in recent times. The alleged Delhi liquor policy scam has affected AAP. The fact that during this monsoon, we had serious drainage problems in several parts of the city has hit the AAP's image. It's repeated tangles with the Lieutenant Governor and a seemingly thereby inability to actually work effectively with other stakeholders has affected the Aam Aadmi Party, and it's been in power 10 years, so we'll have to face some element of anti-incumbency. But I do believe that Arvind Kejriwal is also intelligent enough to recognize all that I've said, which is why he's given himself now a 5-month window. And a 5-month window is a pretty long time in Indian politics. Now, how Mr. Kejriwal uses it, and critically, again, I repeat, what role the Congress plays. I do believe, particularly in the context of Delhi politics, the role of the Congress will decide, possibly at one level, the fate of AAP. Just as a decade ago, the AAP decided the fate of the Congress. We could well be back to 2013. Where you actually saw a bit of a triangular fight in Delhi, with no single party getting a majority. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I do believe that Mr. Kejriwal's challenge is to recast himself as what he claimed he was. The Aam Aadmi, the outsider, the anti-establishment crusader. Can he do that? It's going to be much more difficult in 2024 when compared to 2013, 2014, when he had all the idealism of the India against corruption move with him. But if there is any political leader intelligent enough to do it, it is Mr. Kejriwal. There is no doubt he's strategic. He understands politics. He's 24/7. And yes, he will get under the skin of the BJP and who knows, even the Congress from time to time in this Delhi election. So I think I think we should press the pause button and allow and rather than get ahead of ourselves. I would not predict what happens in Delhi. It is a tough state now to predict, given what Mr. Kejriwal has done in the last 24 hours. Also, just as a last point, it'll be interesting to see who succeeds him. Does he play the woman card?
I was coming to that.
Atishi? Does he look for a complete outsider? Who does he make his chief ministerial successor? Will also tell us a thing or two about the strategy the AAP will take in the next few months.
True. It was Arvind Kejriwal actually who decided that he was going to quit. Now, will he reinvent himself back to what he was? As Rajdeep said, press the pause button and then rewind a little. Because word has it, 15 days after he puts in his resignation, within that time frame, he leaves his bungalow in North Delhi, the much contentious, controversial bungalow. Where does he go? Does he go back to that tiny apartment in Kushambi that he shared with his family? Does he go back to that silver Wagoner car, which he used to stop at red lights and chat with other Delhiites? What does Arvind Kejriwal do? The possibilities are immense. And who replaces him? Interimly Priyanka Kakkar, because word has it, if it is an administrative replacement, Atishi seems prime because she holds most of the portfolios. If it is a political adjustment, then you maybe look at somebody like a Kailash Gehlot, whose old Jat phase might impact Haryana. Interestingly, the outskirts, outer Delhi, because that is what the Aam Aadmi Party, if you look at your last election, lost grip on, and he might impact the rural Jat vote there. Or there are others in the fray. Could it be an outsider? Could it be a Rajya Sabha MP like Sanjay Singh?
See, I can tell you this, that none in the Aam Aadmi Party are in the party for a seat, for a position, and this all depends. He's already made it clear that there'll be an MLA meeting and then whatever outcome comes of it. So it'll be too early for me to speak anything on this. There is a meeting, the results will be for all to see. But I take offense when you keep calling us a fringe element in your home state. That is not good. We contested only one Lok Sabha and even then we lost by 26,000. We gained 5 lakh.
Priyanka, do you know how many you contested in 2019?
Let me then answer that.
And how many you lost deposit
let me tell you then. In Gujarat, when we contested, we were 0.1% and then 5 years later we were at 14%. So that was the difference. So
6%?
No, 0.1% in Gujarat, only 24,000 votes.
No, I'm talking about 6% in the Gujarat elections.
No, 14%.
It was about 6.7%.
100%, 14%.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and now, so it is just incorrect of you
to call you a fringe player in Haryana?
Let's see, we've been working so hard. We've been working on the ground. Media isn't covering us, or if we don't know, we work quietly.
Rajdeep is not with us. We have, Priyanka of Javed Ansari, of all political parties, there is one party which shouldn't complain that the media is not covering them enough, and that is the Aam Aadmi Party.
One thing is clear, Preeti, I'm interrupting, but one thing is, you didn't let me complete.
Okay,
one thing is clear from this entire panel discussion that BJP is stumped and surprised. They have no answer. They're going back to misquoting the court's order. That's all they have done in all the debates.
Tuhin Sinha wants to reply on that, but Javed, you want to take that question? Because I think the Aam Aadmi Party has always gotten its, many would suggest, even more than its fair share of due where the media is concerned.
Look, as far as coverage is concerned, BJP takes the cake, and then everybody else is also right.
Thank you for the honesty.
Okay, Javed. No, but I would disagree. I think I think the media has been more than kind to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Preeti, when I was in it, I had the tunnel vision. Now I have the advantage of hindsight. I'm outside and I'm looking at it. Not just my old channel, but everybody else.
Okay.
And when I say this is not a comment just on India Today.
No, Javed, that's your point of view, but Amitabh Tiwari...
BJP takes the cake. BJP takes 75% and everybody else then has to share the spoil.
Amitabh Tiwari, Priyanka Kakkar took offense being called a fringe pair and then saying that, we've been unkind to them, but that's separate because the kind of attention that the Aam Aadmi Party's got, especially, look back on your last election in Gujarat, how well you were covered by the Aam Aadmi Party. Anyway, so Amitabh Tiwari coming in, would you say, because she said that it's my home state and I've made an issue out of a comment, but your perception of the Aam Aadmi Party's role in Haryana this time?
See, Aam Aadmi Party, since its star campaigner was not present to campaign and they have not been able to take its guarantees or manifesto promises, I don't think it is in a position to make any significant impact in the state elections. It could take another cycle of elections, because if you see 2015 to 20, it first made an entry in Punjab, then 2024 in Gujarat. So it takes around 5-year cycle to make an entry into a state.
Or I didn't say that, Priyanka.
Oh, 5 years are over. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're saying they did it the last time around where you lost deposit on 46 seats.
0.1%.
46 seats lost deposit.
I'm admitting to it. 0.1%.
Fair point. Yeah. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Tuhin Sinha, come in. You want to make a point for a while.
Well, I'm glad Javed ji compared or equated Arvind Kejriwal with Joe Biden. And I'm sure, Arvind Kejriwal is going to go down the Joe Biden way. He's at the fag end of his career, which the coming elections in Delhi will decide. Now, as far as Aam Aadmi Party outside Delhi is concerned, it's largely a Zamanat Jabt party, which it will continue to be. But you will be surprised. You will be surprised because in a large number of constituencies in Delhi, they will this time also be a Zamanat Jabt party in Delhi.
All right, okay. I need to close the bulletin right here, but we've got our eyes trained. Priyanka Kakkar, when is the Vidhayak Dal meeting? When is the legislative party meet?
Sir said soon. I think the next 2 days.
After his resignation? Because you need to announce interim state.
I know as much as you do. You perhaps will know more. So I'm just saying, see, this is, all of this elections, everything aside. Let me tell you this. See, like I said at the beginning, what does an honest man have to himself? And you have really maligned his reputation for no reason. A CM who constantly worked for the betterment of its citizens. Aap poll utha ke kara lijiye to bhi CM Arvind Kejriwal is on top. Why is that? Because people want this model everywhere. And we are a cutter honest government. That is why we are able to give free bijli, like Sanjay said.
We'll only know if this gamble works. But for now, it has caused a flutter in political circles. But, when you come back to the brass tacks of it, Arvind Kejriwal will need to reinvent, because this is not what Delhi was, where he quit saying that the Congress is not letting him work when he was in governance with the Congress. This time around, things are very, very different. Above all, an anti-graft crusader now faces the charges of graft, faces the charges of enjoying the fruits of power, the house, the cars, all of that. Will he go back to the drawing board and reinvent himself? One thing we can say is, over the years, if you've seen his politics, he's somebody who is quite capable of doing it. Will he? That's the question. And will people accept it? That's the bigger question. I appreciate all of you for joining us. Thank you then. We're going to keep it at that. News and updates continue.